Hello, everybody. We are back for Losers Finals Destiny versus Moonlight. I am joined here again by my wonderful friend Bio.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. I keep mixing up the bracket in my head. I said Jackpot versus Destiny. I completely forgot about this middle set. That's completely my bad. I'm having a few brain farts. But yeah, it is going to be Destiny versus Moonlight. In this back end of losers bracket, this best of three is going to determine which team gets sent on and which team gets out of the tournament. There are no more backup sets for each team. Destiny is going to be coming out with their classic double wall composition, that squeezer 96 gal deco that we saw in the last match, while Moonlight is going to be coming out with actually a brush 96 and umbrella composition. Very interesting trio that we don't see a lot, but Moonlight definitely seems confident they can make this work.
These are definitely some interesting comps from both, and we do see the double wall from Destiny, but in their own right, Moonlight is kind of running double wall because Tenebrella is a wall in itself. So. But the inkjet snipe though, the very close.
That inkjet from Destiny getting an insane amount of value. Moonlight getting pushed out so quickly, struggling to deal with Destiny's raw amount of picks. And I mean, it is going to be a pretty short push, and they are going to lose a lot of members, but Destiny gets it all the way to 51 before the first minute is even over. So we're seeing this pace of play very different from the last set, where they were playing a lot slower, a lot more stall heavy. Here against Moonlight, they are booking it straight down mid, trying to get as much mileage as fast as possible, and they are not letting up on this pressure. Managed to finish off Omega with that 96. Moonlight trying to hold their ground there. The Kraken comes out from SS Nolan. It needs to get some value, but it is actually going to get countered by Destiny's own Kraken, which manages to get a pick onto the ball point, and SS Nolan is going to get punished very quickly by the end zap. Omega's all the way in Destiny's spawn, actually, in there, but they are going to get punished. Not a lot of follow-up from Moonlight is going to end up with Omega going down, and meanwhile, all through all of that, Destiny is still on their all-out assault on Moonlight's basket.
Yeah, they're not letting up on Moonlight. They definitely want to go to Grand Finals and Losers and fight Jackpot for the right to Grands, and they're willing to do anything to get it, and they just want to try to end this match, sneaking in a power clam. Can they get the second one in, though? They are able to.
Yeah,
I mean, these guys, just constant holds.
That double power clam score is devastating, and Obito does not seem to be letting up at all with five clams. Just two more clams will do it. Will Destiny be able to sneak them in? Not quite. Yeah, no, not quite. That is going to be end of their push, but I mean, I gotta say, a push to 5 compared to Moonlight's still 100 points remaining, that is just absolutely incredible. We're seeing Moonlight once again struggle against this pace of play that we saw from the other notable Japanese team in this bracket, Gorge. And we're seeing Moonlight once again struggle against this pace of play that's brought upon by these foreign players.
Yeah, this is another case of just Destiny's always finding a way to keep Moonlight 1 or 2 members down, always having advantage on the board, always able to just have power clam advantage. They never let up. Even when their grip seems to be gone, is it really?
Yeah, it's just like Destiny is really making it apparent that they are never fully defeated. You may have won the team fight, but really, are you sure? I think all you did was push us back. But really, but you haven't really won the team fight, and that's what we're seeing. Omega getting a clean pick onto the squeezer, but it's not quite enough. With less than 6 seconds left, Moonlight is really, really having a hard time with moving in here. Destiny, with all those walls, all those specials, and the Kraken to boot on the skin, just in the back pocket in case Moonlight start to get crafty. Destiny is holding down mid like a fortress, and they're not letting Moonlight get an inch out of their pushes.
Now, I think I'm just noticing this now, actually. This playstyle that Destiny's bringing is completely different than what we saw last set. They were really defensive, only moved in with the Kraken, but this set they seem to be a little more on the offensive and like actively taking space and trying to keep Moonlight at bay. So very different than last set.
Yeah, and with overtime ticking down, pressure's on for Moonlight to make something happen. They're trying to get this Kraken to make some space, but it's not going to happen. 3v3 now, but the power clamp goes down. They do score it, but they don't quite score more than those two clams. And with a wipeout, Moonlight is in no position to get anywhere near the basket, much less with some clams. And that is going to be game 1 going to Destiny.
I mean, that was a very impressive game 1 from Destiny. I mean, double wall, you would expect it to be a little more slow, laid back. But no, they played it completely opposite, just constantly in their base, using those walls to deny area to the basket, offensively and defensively. Played very well, even when we thought that Moonlight was able to back them off. They never really lost control of mid, not once that game. Maybe towards the very end, but they always had some sort of control on the map.
Yeah, it's like I was saying, Destiny never truly gave in compared to Moonlight. Like, sure, they would lose some engagements, but they never truly lost their presence, and that's the big advantage that Destiny has right now. They're always finding a way to never really be wiped off the face of the map, right? They're never giving up too much space. They're always holding on to that little piece of mid that's going to give them a foothold. Once they come back from spawn, once they give their players a jump back, they're going to have a good starting point to take back mid. They're never truly defeated after a team fight.
Now, like, as simple as this may seem, looking at it from commentators, and we're not the ones playing, that simple fact is the defining force between a low, mid, and a high-level player and teams. Is when they seem to be at disadvantage because they ended up, like, the push is over and they're having to push back. How well can they hold mid with like 1 to 2 members, not give up space? That's the real defining factor of the levels of teams. It's just that one simple fact, really, because that can change games.
Yeah, but now Moonlight have one last chance to prove their worth against Destiny, prove that they have a spot in this next section of the tournament, and it's all gonna come down to this Clam Blitz on Scorch Gorge. This set is going by very quickly. That's what happens in the best of 3. So Moonlight have very little room for error now. They need to win this and the next one if they want to keep going.
I mean, we saw this map earlier. We saw how tense it can get, especially with the Jackpot versus Grow match. Very last minute, you're able to sneak lead if played properly. So anything can happen here.
Yeah, honestly, Moonlight really needs to switch it up, and they will. Omega bringing out their signature Carbon Roller. And Shadow switching back off of the 10 Umbrella. Pretty unfortunate, honestly. I'm guessing they were really excited about being able to play it, but they are going to be going on to the Zap. And Destiny sticking with their triple midline comp. They are very confident in their ability to take it all the way.
Now, Carbon here, I quite like. I think he'd be a game changer. I mean, after watching Omega's videos on YouTube and seeing the Carbon, I think if played properly here, I don't know if Destiny's be able to handle it with their comp, if it's able to kind of get in and do as it likes. So, very interesting here. Even with them having a seemingly decent push, Basil's able to hold them back with that Inkjet. So, it's not really cut and dry here.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I'm more surprised about the fact that we have not seen Destiny score yet. compared to how they played last match, they're a lot more tentative, right? Moonlight is doing a much better job of holding them off, and what we're seeing as a result of that is that they have not actually scored quite yet. Moonlight, and in fact, actually starting to get a lot of, starting to get a pretty good foothold on Destiny's ramp, but just as I say that, the double AoE from the Zuka, from that Inkjet, is going to be a little bit too much, taking out Nolan, taking out Shadow, and Destiny. This is what I was saying, they're never truly defeated. They just took their time, they played their cards right, and quickly took back mid from Moonlight.
Yeah, both of these teams are, like, surgically precise here. There's always some sort of calculation in play on how they're playing. It's very even. No points have been scored. It's very mid-heavy right now. And both teams are playing amazing defense and offense. So I don't really know how this can turn out. But Destiny able to score a power play, bringing it down to 71. Are they going to be able to push in even further? With that Kraken getting shut down, I think that could be the end of the push here.
Yeah, it is. They're not going to get that much headway into their point counter. Only 71. But seeing as how slow these two teams are playing, that might just be enough, possibly, to win them the game if they play this defense correctly. The Moonlight is struggling to just get a single power clam in. So the fact that that Destiny got at least a few clams into the basket, and actually, just to say that Moonlight actually matches it, but without that final clam, it's not going to be quite enough, and Moonlight is still behind the curve in terms of this score. But Omega gets almost 3, but those 2 picks are going to even out the field and give Moonlight a fighting chance in this fight.
Yeah, being able to watch Omega Zaiden's beautiful carbon here is such a treat. I mean, even though they couldn't get the triple, that double definitely shut down Destiny's push just for a little bit, which is all Moonlight needs to get back on their feet here and start another push, because they're only 1 power clam away from taking lead.
Yeah, they just need one half-decent push to score 1 power clam, and that will give them a huge advantage over Destiny. But Destiny's not going down without a fight either. Gets 2 picks onto Nolan and Omega. Moonlight already getting really staggered, 3 down. It's only Basil left alive on that top right side, and Destiny now shut down those hopes of Moonlight to score 1 power clam to get the lead. No, those are out the window. Destiny extending their lead all the way to 47 and possibly more if they can keep this going. Not quite gonna happen, but regardless, as we hit the 60-second mark, Destiny showing no signs of backing off, and with a pretty good lead to boot, Moonlight is in hot water.
Yeah, we do see Moonlight here taking a lot of space in mid very fast, but 2 go down to the squeezer. 3! Can he get the 4th, though? I mean, a squeezer, man. It's definitely, I would say, at least for our block, squeezer has been the MVP of Mode Cup for us. I mean, we've seen so many good squeezers tonight. It's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, no, we've seen a lot of squeezer, but it's also honestly because these players are just so incredibly skilled at the weapon, but also the special. And the special is, Trizuka is one of the best specials right now. It's been seeing a lot of use. And speak of the devil, it is going to actually get a clean pick. It's only 1, but it was a really cool one. And the squeezer's gonna clean it up. Gets a second to finish it off. Overtime is gonna go down, but Destiny still have a tight hold onto mid. The Kraken on the side of Destiny gonna get a clean pick onto Omega, and the power clam jump is gonna all but seal it. And Destiny take game 2 against Moonlight, securing themselves a spot in the final match of losers bracket and securing Moonlight a ticket out of the tournament. So congratulations to Destiny for taking that set.
That was a very good set to watch. Even though Moonlight did go 2-0 there, they had some amazing coordination, amazing pushes, and some interesting team comps. So props to Moonlight, and congratulations to Destiny. Now you got to go fight Jackpot. So I think Destiny has a chance.
Yeah, Destiny has been playing really, really scarily. And Jackpot is going to have to watch their footing if they want to come out on top and rematch Grogro in grand finals. But regardless, we are going to be going on a short break, but not before saying goodbye to Peachy. We are going to have a switch of commentators for these last two matches of the tournament. But thank you so much for casting with me, Peachy. Tell us, where can we find you outside of this Twitch stream?
I mean, I'm always on Discord, you know. You can find me on Twitter, never gonna call it X, at peachypuff_SPL. I'll also be at Riptide, so say hello if you see me. Love to meet some people, and thanks for having me on today. It's been a pleasure commentating with you, Bio.
Yeah, no, I had a ton of fun. Yeah, thank you for commentating this tournament. And yeah, we will be right back with losers finals for real this time. You know, the very final match of losers bracket. Hopefully, I'm not going to get it wrong this time. But yeah, we're going to be taking a short break to set that up for you all. Thank you so much to Peachy for casting with us, and we will be right back.
Later.